So recently, I remembered a game that I was terrified of as a kid. That game is Petz Dogz 2. Yeah, I bet that's not the game you were expecting, was it? So I'm not too sure where I got this game. I think it must have been a present, and I'm assuming that this game is part of a series since it's called Petz Dogz 2, but I never played any other ones before this. I just saw cute dogs on the cover and wanted to play it. So I booted up the game, customized my own dog, and started to run around the world. But that's when they appeared. Snakes! Snakes everywhere that could hurt my puppy if I got too close. At one point, my dog was surrounded by them. I didn't know what to do, and I was scared that my dog was gonna get hurt, so I shut the game off and never played it again. I can still vividly remember my fear to this day. So as I said earlier, I thought about this game recently and thought that now that I am a grown, 25-year-old woman, I should revisit the game to see just how scary those snakes truly are. Spoiler alert, they're not even remotely scary, and not once did I come across a point in this game where your dog is surrounded by them. In fact, they were super easy to avoid. So my best guess as to what happened was that there was 3 snakes spread out really far from each other, but even that was too close for comfort for little me. So yeah, Petz Dogz 2 is not scary. But I did discover that it is very silly and goofy, with a very silly and goofy story, and that is the exact type of game that I like to cover on this channel. So today I'm going to take you through the not scary, but very goofy story of Petz Dogz 2. But first, the disclaimer. Please do not take this video as a serious review. I just like to talk about games that I find silly. This video is going to be a retelling of the plot while I attempt to be funny along the way. I do not focus on the gameplay in these videos, but instead the story, as that's what I find interesting. So if you're looking for someone to talk about the gameplay, though I'm not too sure why you'd want to hear about the gameplay of Petz Dogz 2, this is not the video for you. Okay, disclaimer over. Let's jump into the game that haunted me as a child. The game starts with a little video of a bunch of different dogs playing around. It's cute and all, but it goes on for 2 minutes straight. Now that the opening movie is finally over, you pick what kind of dog you'd like to play as and the story begins. Your parents are giving you the magical hat. It's been passed down through the family for generations and soon it will be yours. But you have to be sure that the wrong dog doesn't get their hands on it to use it for evil. It could destroy the world. If that's the case, then maybe whoever created the hat could have made it a little more subtle looking. Then you go play with your friend Victor. He tells you that there's a wolf named Yvette. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, don't kill me. Anyway, this wolf, quote unquote, does a lot of evil things. What are these evil things? You never find out. Anyway, he came to this island, but the police caught him. Then you two play a bunch of mini games together, and oh my god, it's the snakes! Yeah, they're really not scary at all. Victor says that tonight, the two of you should go to the police station to get a look at Yvette. This dog named Augusta overhears and is like, you can't do that, Yvette is evil and would do terrible things to you. Obviously, you and Victor don't listen and head to meet the evil wolf. Yvette is like, so I heard there's a magic hat on this island, but I don't believe it. Victor's all, yes there is, my friend here has it. Yvette goes, I don't believe you, you're lying. And Victor's like, no we're not, come on, let's go get the hat and show him. You bring the hat and, as you may have guessed, Yvette steals it. I'm not really sure how he got it through the bars of the cell though. How did he do that? Yvette escapes and starts destroying everything. Then, in a cutscene that goes on for way too long, he makes all of the wild animals go crazy. Some of the scenes in this game just go on forever. But okay, moving on. Oh, no, not again! Now we cut back to the police station and oh my god, we're in jail. And hey, why isn't Victor in jail too? The sheriff says that we're more to blame for this than Victor, and that's why only you're locked up. What do you mean? Victor was the one that told him about the hat and said we should go get it. He's just as much, if not more, at fault here. That is not how the justice system works. Accomplices get punished too. Then the sheriff starts complaining about how it's all our fault that Yvette got out, and we should have known better. Well, maybe you shouldn't have left the criminal all alone with the front door to the station unlocked for any curious puppy to wander in and be fooled by an evil wolf. Augusta shows up and convinces the sheriff to let you go because you're a kid and kids make mistakes and need to learn from them. Wow, okay Augusta, thank you. She's surprisingly chill about this for how much she was yelling at you not to go earlier. You're freed, and the sheriff says that to make up for what you've done, you have to help repair everything that was destroyed. Then Victor takes justice into his own paws and locks himself up. So as you just saw, that bizarre looking thing is Beat, the good side of the magic hat. He's going to join you on your adventures around the world and will make that awful noise every time he speaks. He gives you a basic explanation about the gameplay while making that terrible noise, and also a dog repeatedly walks in a circle in the background. From here on out, the game is mostly just a bunch of fetch quests. Haha, get it? Fetch. Because it's a dog. You'll meet someone whose home or business was destroyed by Yvette, and they'll send you off to gather supplies they need to fix it. Usually you'll have to head out into the wilderness to find it while dodging scary snakes. My favorite thing about these quests is how every single one of them starts by showing the dog's destroyed business with the happiest music ever playing in the background. There isn't much to say about most of the quests, but there are a few that I want to highlight. The first being the zoo. All of the zoo animals escaped and went crazy during those 2 long cutscenes from before. To get them back, you have to beat them in various minigames, which will make them come to their senses and they'll head back to the zoo. But it's just so funny because you walk up to an elephant and it'll be like, beat me in a sled pulling race. And then you do, and it's like, oh, what happened? I think Yvette cursed me. Or this giraffe that's like, throw as many rings around my head as you can. And then, oh, what happened? I think Yvette cursed me. These are the strangest ways to break a curse. But my favorite string of quests is all about this dog named Sai. So a dog that owns a clothing shop wants to make everyone happy with new designs. She says there was once an amazing designer, but he died and left his legendary pattern to his son, Sai. But Sai was so upset over his father's death that he ran off with the design. Well, this got kind of dark for a kid's game. The dog wants you to find Sai and get the pattern. Sure, let's just take the one thing his father left for him. You find Sai living out in the wilderness, and he's like, I'll give you the pattern if you give me some apple pie. I guess he wasn't that attached to it. You give him some pie and bid Sai farewell. That is until a few other dogs say that you should learn how to call animals to have them help you. They say that you can learn from Sai. You head back out into the wilderness to find him. He is so cool. Sai says that you too can call animals and ride them with his help, but only if you bring him a pear tart. You have your mom make one, and he teaches you how to call, and oh yeah, now we're just as cool as Sai. There are quite a few quests involving Sai, and he almost always wants you to bring him some baked treat that he can't get out in the wilderness. Maybe he should just move back to town at this point. So after doing a whole bunch of side quests, your dad says that Yvette keeps destroying things, so you should go find the magical professor Theophilus. Look, the game isn't voice acted, I can't hear how they're saying the names. He should be able to help you figure out how to get the hat back. You find Theophilus and ask for his help. Okay, time for more side quests. You fetch everything, make the shield, and find Theophilus's magical brother, Bartholomew, to help. The 3 of you make your way to Yvette, who is for some reason gigantic now, and has a dragon with him, and is in this weird place detached from the rest of the world. You use the magic shield for protection, and defeat the dragon and Yvette by throwing rocks and barking at them. Yvette is now gone, and you've saved the world. Yay! But now we must say goodbye to our friend Beat, as he must return to the hat. I really will not miss those noises he makes. The game ends with your parents telling you how proud they are, and officially passing the magic hat down to you. That's a really happy ending and all, but what about Victor? He's still in jail. And that does it for Petz Dogz 2. I cannot believe how scared I was of this game as a kid. It's just full of cute animals, and the story is just funny, especially looking back at it now. I was so worried about those snakes, but they're so easy to avoid. Most of the time you don't even have to go anywhere near them. I was just so scared my little puppy was gonna get hurt. And you know what? I can see why, because the dogs in this game are pretty adorable. So yeah, this game is not scary, but it is pretty goofy. And you know what? I love it for that. I have overcome my childhood fear and grown in appreciation for how silly this game is. Did you play this game or one like it when you were younger? Were you scared of anything stupid in it, like the snakes? Let me know in the comments below. Also let me know what games, movies, shows, etc. you would like me to make a video on. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to see more content from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!